Hello and welcome to another installation of Motivating Moments. I am Pastor Gary Bush. I am the pastor of the Abundant Love Church located in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I'm just delighted that I have this opportunity to come every week to say something to you at the beginning of your week so that you can have a prosperous week. Here in the month of August, we've been speaking from this theme, Delight in the Lord. And we found that theme in the first division of Psalm, verse number 1 and 2, and it says, Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. Verse number 2 says, But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. That word delight means to take pleasure in it. That is, you have to have joy. You have to serve the Lord with gladness, with joy as you serve him. And to do that, you have to stay on the positive side of things. Last week we talked about being an optimist, having the glass half full all the time. And if you're going to have the glass half full, last week we said that you cannot take advice from ungodly people. Now there are two more pieces of instruction in verse number 1. It says, don't sit in the seat of the scornful, and it says, don't stand in the way of sinners. Actually, it says it the other way around. Don't stand in the way of sinners or sit in the seat of the scornful. Standing in the way of sinners means to take a position with ungodly principles. It means to stand on the side of sinners. And can I say this? As a saint of God, if you find yourself on the side of sinners all the time, you're probably on the wrong side. So you don't want to stand with sinners' principles. You want to stand with godly principles. And normally godly principles stand against the world and sinners' principles. And then lastly, you don't want to sit in the seat of the scornful. A scorner is nothing but a hater. It's one who takes contempt, disdain in whatever you're doing. I hope you don't have any in your life, but most people have something. No matter what you do, you can't please them. My father said you can stand on your head with quarters on your heels and you still can't please some people. So you can't stand with sinners. You can't sit in the seat as a hater and a scorner. And if you can stay on the positive side, if you can obey the word of the Lord, and if you can stand for his principles, then you'll certainly see the best out of every situation. Because even though the enemy is working, you have to have insight to know that God is also working at the same time. That's why everything works together for good if you love the Lord and you're called according to his purpose. So this week, as you go through the week, don't stand with sinners, don't sit in the seat of the scornful as a hater, but absolutely take the word of the Lord, put it forward, and it will bless your week. As always, Pastor Gary Bush, have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week.